very much intended to give y'all a video on Traveling Talk Tuesday. Child, I forgot it was Tuesday. I really forgot. I forgot it was Tuesday so bad. I woke up and started doing things normally in my day, like I would on my off day, and then I realized it wasn't my off day because my off day is Wednesday. So, yeah, I got up. I rushed out the house to go to work because I was supposed to. I left the house with a 7:59. Had to be at work at 8:30. Child, I used to leave at 7:45. I'm leaving a little bit late today, but not as late. I'm only like 5 minutes late today. Leaving out. Leave at 7:50. Railroad tracks. I'm really trying to figure out a way to get this where y'all are not hearing it. I hear it, so I know y'all hearing it on this camera. It's basically my mount is tapping against the window. The mount is screwed on as tight as freaking possible. If I screw it on any tighter, I will mess up the threading. So I can hear it. I can hear it right now, so I apologize for all that y'all hearing on the side of the camera. But yeah, it's just so much going on in the news right now that I really don't want to bring myself down. That's the whole thing. But what I did on Wednesday when I realized, Tuesday, when I realized that I hadn't gave y'all a video. I tried to watch Bass Reeves so I could give y'all a video. I fell asleep, child. I don't know what it is about the show. I am so interested in that character, but the show is not giving like I wanted it to do. But I am going to do a video still. I am going to finish it out the season because there's some things that I think that I could teach that the show ain't teaching. So, just I was sitting there in confusion in a lot of things as far as like how stuff was playing out and how he ended up in Arkansas because he was born in Arkansas. He was in Texas. I'm gonna explain all of that in the next video. Even the guy he went to war with explained about who he is in real life. I had to research that because I didn't know, but that wasn't his slave. That was his slave son. So I'm gonna give y'all the video on that. I still gotta watch Kingdom Business if they had an episode on Thanksgiving. I'm not sure they even aired an episode on Thanksgiving. But yeah, I'm gonna give y'all that video. Ooh, I should get to work pretty nice because most people are off today. It's the day after Thanksgiving, so a lot of people are off. A lot of businesses in Orlando, they close on Thursday and Friday. So I know all our government offices closed today. Man, my purse all the way back there. in the car, you can hear me. I talked on the way to the store. I talked in the car in between stores. But as I was trying to talk in the store, when I played it back, I was like, they can't hear shit but the cart. And the cart I had was squeaky as fuck. So you heard them, and you heard all the people around me in the background talking. But me, I was so low. Oh, my voice was so low. I was like, no, I can't do it. On top of that, y'all was looking at my fat meat most of the time. It's because the camera was down low, so you got all the fat meat. And from this angle, you can see the double chin. You got all that, and a whole lot of titty. You got a whole lot. The camera kept moving. I broke my selfie stick, little bastard, cheap ass shit. I bought this selfie stick years ago, and I don't even use it no more for real. I try to use it on walks and stuff, but I broke the fucking selfie stick, so I couldn't even, position the camera, because I was trying to position it in my purse so the camera could be angled at me. But how did it break? I don't even know how it broke now I think about it. Okay, but selfie stick itself is not broke. What broke was the mount. That's what broke. And it's stuck onto the selfie stick. So it's like the plastic part that screws onto the selfie stick, that part is still on there. That's what it is. I probably unscrewed it. Maybe. I don't know. It did be another mount. Child, I went through a time trying to record that fucking video. I did, and it ended up being 30 minutes. I don't know how. I always say I ain't gonna hold you. I ain't gonna be here long. And I still give you a 30-minute damn video. It was still 30 minutes long, and it was basically me having fucking anxiety in the store because I can't stand crowds. That's all it was. I mean, every once in a while, y'all see the aisle. I try to turn it around, and somebody bumped into me. I mean, like, she didn't bump into me. She fell into me. So the aisle, the store I went to Walmart first. So I was trying to be cheap. For the things that I needed, Walmart was the cheapest. Actually, I went to the Walmart department store. Yeah, that was it. Oh, yeah, we're on Thursday too. Okay, so yeah, things that I needed, Walmart was the cheapest, right? So I went there. Of course, they didn't even have half the shit I wanted, so I still ended up having to go to another damn store. Ended up having to go to Publix afterwards. So I'm there, and they have made these aisles so tight. It's almost like the airplanes are doing now. How they squeezing so many seats in a row, trying to get more customers on the plane. That's exactly how this Walmart is. The aisles are so fucking tight. You can get, if you bring the cart down the aisle, you probably got about that much room left on the other side of the aisle. So if there's two people coming down, somebody gonna get fucked up. You know what I'm saying? So she coming down one aisle, I'm coming down, I'm going in the opposite direction towards her, and I try to scooch over to the right as far as possible. My problem is I can't keep moving forward though, because there's a fire hydrant on the pole in front of where I'm going. So it took up some more of the damn aisle. She got her stuff and she trying to move out of the way to try to move out of the way basically. But I think when she realized that I still couldn't move or go nowhere until they moved their basket, it scared her because she turned around and I was still there. And she kind of jumped and she fell into me. And that's how you hear in the video. I'm sorry. She was louder than me. I was like, how the fuck she pick up so good? Maybe I got my settings wrong or something that it was picking up my background more than it was picking up me. But you hear her real clear telling me she's sorry for falling into me. So when she fell backwards, but somehow she still ended up, I guess because we were so close in the aisle, that she still ended up hitting me. And it wasn't intentional. I could clearly tell that was not intentional. Because if her basket wasn't there, she'd have busted her ass. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, I ended up leaving her half the shit that I needed to get. dude said they sold out. They didn't have none in Publix either, so I went there too. They were sold out. Of course, it's the day before Thanksgiving. I forgot it was Thanksgiving coming up, y'all. I remembered I was off work, but I forgot to correlate it with the fact that it was actually Thanksgiving. So, yeah, they didn't have the turkey. They didn't have the turkey at all. So what I ended up getting was a turkey tenderloin from Publix. The turkey tenderloins of like the Genio, they usually come pre-seasoned. I didn't realize the one that I picked up wasn't herb and garlic. The one I picked up was applewood, smoked applewood. Wasn't applewood bacon, it was just smoked applewood. And so that gave it a different flavor than what I wanted once I added my own seasoning to it, because I still seasoned it up like a regular turkey, and then realized that there was the applewood flavor to it. So it was like it had like a bite to it. And you know when they do turkey tenderloins, they don't have no skin, so you can't brine it. When you add the butter and all that stuff to the skin to make it all juicy inside, make it moist inside, and then make it brown on the outside. I couldn't do that because it was turkey tenderloin. Ain't nothing but the meat. Ain't no skin on the outside of that. You need to go instead of paying attention to me. Now you're stuck at the red light. So I couldn't do what I needed to do, right? As far as the turkey goes. So my turkey never brown. It was light skinned in the motherfucker, dog. It was light skinned. I'm kind of prejudiced when it comes to my turkey. I like my turkey to have a little bit of melanin, but it didn't have no skin. So it was all white meat underneath. That was it. It never brown. It just got, it didn't even tan for real. It didn't even tan for real. I mean, you can see all the good herbs and stuff, but if you look at the pictures that I put up, did I put that picture up on Instagram? If you look at the picture I put up on IG, my turkey light skin in a mofo, dog. It's light skin. It has some nice flavor. It just had a bite to it. And it had to be that smoked applewood, because whatever that was, it gave it a different taste to my taste buds. It wasn't nasty enough for me to throw it away, and it was juicy. It was still juicy. I still had my little syringe, and I was still injecting the juices inside that little dry piece of tenderloin. The tenderloin can be dry as hell. I was still injecting my little juices in there. So it was still juicy. It just didn't taste the same way that I would wanted my turkey to taste. Okay. So then I got me some cabbage, because I wanted cabbage. My daughter was eating green beans, and she don't eat cabbage. And I mixed some turnips and some potatoes in there. Yeah, I don't know how he didn't see that black car. So this car was tripping. So this car almost hit this black car. Right? The black car had the light, was going through the green light, and this car decided to turn the corner anyway, and I almost hit it. So the guy blew the horn to let him know, hey dog, I'm here, right? Okay. That motherfucker decided to still try to take off on its bumper. And then for some reason it made a quick right turn into a parking lot, but the parking lot got a chain across it where you can't come onto the fucking parking lot. So he just drove all up in the grass to go around the chain. That was some weird shit. Okay. So I had me some cabbage, and he had the green beans, and I mixed the turnip and the potato in there. It was really flavorful. But with the potato, because I didn't like mash them together, I just kept a separate cube in the cooking in the cabbage and the green beans. I could tell the difference between the cabbage, between the potato and the turnip. The turnip is not as starchy as the potato, right? We talked about this in the live stream. So it took on the flavor of the cabbage. That's what it did. I was like, my turnips taste like the cabbage. It took on the flavor of the cabbage while the potato still maintained its potato goodness. I don't know how I'm gonna do it, child, because I like the taste of potatoes. But the turnip is helping me scale back. So, but the fact that when I bite the two and that's how I taste this cabbage is like, I didn't need to put it in the cabbage because I got cabbage. I could taste cabbage. You know what I'm saying? I made too much because they had a gigantic head of cabbage. The head of cabbage was almost the size of my head, so I made too much. So I just put some more in the freezer, right? The dressing. eat dressing. My daughter don't. So I try to make a small loaf of dressing. Well, I shouldn't have made a loaf. Because you know when you make dressing, you should cook it in a shallow pan so it can cook better. Bake all the way through. I didn't. I used a shallow loaf, like a bread loaf. Because that's all the stores had to. Because again, I bought my stuff the day before Thanksgiving. And I got the flavor right, y'all. I told y'all when I be making dressing sometimes it just tastes straight like cornbread with seasonings in it. That's what it used to taste like. I got the flavor right. The dressing tasted far. It needed a little bit more salt. Let me tell you. I can't even lie. It did need a little bit more salt. However, I put cranberry sauce on top of my dressing when I eat it anyway, so the salt didn't matter to me because I'm finna turn it sweet, right? My mama do gravy. I don't do the gravy on the dressing. It might taste good, but I never tried it. So, but because I did this big ass loaf, what I did, I made it too moist. You can over moist your dressing. I over moisted it. It made it too moist. So it never cooked fully at the bottom of the loaf pan. And like when you put the aluminum foil on top, the aluminum foil is supposed to help it cook evenly, right? So it did cook around in some spaces, and then you take the top off and you get the little dark crust top, you know what I'm saying? That's how you're supposed to do it. But it never cooked all the way through. I can't eat the middle of it. I mean, I can heat it back up, throw it in the oven, break it down, and then, but it's moist. It's moist as hell. It had good flavor, but it was still too moist. It didn't have any type of density other than the crust that laid on top. It was a beautiful rainbow. Oh my gosh, it's beautiful. This is the only city I've been in that you can actually see both sides of the rainbow. I don't see the other side yet because I don't know how big this rainbow is. It's gorgeous. I love rainbows. Rainbows are beautiful. So, yeah, good flavor. Moist, but not done. Too moist. The dressing was macaroni in the pot. That's how it was sounded. I was like, ooh, is it supposed to be this wet? And I know what it was. I was pouring in my juices, my jus. Because I boiled some chicken cubes along with the turkey and all the seasoning and stuff, and then you pour it in there and you mix it with I use cream and celery soup. Mix it in there because I don't do cream and mushroom and I don't do actual celery. But I was a little bit too heavy-handed because you add a little bit at a time to make sure you don't over-moisten it. And that's I did it a little bit too heavy-handed. It didn't put too much. So I was like, damn. I mean, I could have thinned it out by cooking some more cornbread and adding more cornbread to it. However, I was only making a loaf, enough for me. And that's still too much, y'all. It's still too much. So now I got some, I'm going to have to break it down and like do something to try to finish making it all the way through to the middle. Because I ain't finna waste that goddamn dressing. I'm not finna waste it. The macaroni in the pot. Let me talk about it, y'all. The macaroni looked pretty on the picture, didn't it? Didn't it look pretty? It looked pretty. It was dry as fuck. Y'all would have been mad at me for this macaroni. I had like 10 cups of cheese in this bitch. All the butter, all the heavy cream, all the sour cream, all this stuff in there. It was soupy. It was wet. It was all that. You know what I'm saying? The macaroni was on point until I started baking it. Put it in the oven. I told you my oven just magically started working on its own again. I put it in the oven and I baked it. I baked it for 40 minutes. I normally bake it 20 with the foil on, 20 with the foil off, right? And I opened it up and it was just bubbling. You can see all the butter and the cheese is bubbling on top. The cheese had to Sweet potato. I made some candy yams. My candy yams turned out fire. They turned out fire. I put my foot in those. Usually I don't do those good either. I put my foot in those. I'm not good at baking. I just want to let y'all know that. I am not a baker. As you can probably see, anything I bake on this channel don't normally turn out the way it's supposed to. I'm not a baker, except for cakes. I can bake cakes good. Sometimes they don't rise though. Anywho, but it was cheesy. It was gooey. It was ooey. Like them saying, all like, I put it on that plate. But I was making up the plate, adding all my stuff. Then I said, I need to take pictures. I got a Photoshop. But Kodak moment, the pictures, the food, right? So I'm taking pictures of the food. Blah, 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 blah. The plate's still hot and everything. And the food's still hot and everything. But by the time I grabbed me a bottle of water and walked over to the TV, sat down in front of the TV to go eat that, the macaroni had done turned cold. It had turned cold, child. And it was solid. Solid as a rock. That's what this food did. That's what I got. Solid. It was solid macaroni, baby. It was hard. It wasn't no juice. It wasn't no cream. It wasn't no goo. It wasn't none of that up in there. Y'all would have kicked me out the kitchen at Thanksgiving. Yeah, I would have been a disappointment at Thanksgiving with the goddamn macaroni and cheese, the extra moist dressing, and the turkey with the extra bite that I couldn't put my tongue on what they actually was. Man, and no skin and no browning on the damn turkey. It was just light skin. You know what I'm saying? Man, I couldn't even eat it. Like, we got done. Macaroni is like one of my daughter's favorite things. We got done, finished our food. We ate everything on that plate except for the macaroni. Actually, I ate the macaroni underneath the top layer because that was so fucking hard. It wouldn't even break apart. I just picked it up and it was just like a whole piece. I could slap your mama with that. It was a whole piece of macaroni. But the noodles underneath still had a little bit of moistness. Just a little bit of moistness. Not much, but a little bit of moistness. And I mixed it on in there with my cabbage juice to give me some moistness. It had great flavor. Oh, it tasted good. It tastes good, boy. But that was dry as fuck. As fuck. It's just dry. Oh my goodness. So, I did get a second plate. We ate that around 1 or 2 o'clock. I think it's when I finished cooking. And I made green jello for dessert. I still haven't ate any of the jello. The jello box says it's supposed to set in 30 minutes. You heat up the pot of water. You mix in the jello and dissolve it. You add in the cold water. You set it in the refrigerator to chill for 30 minutes. 4 hours later, it still hadn't set. I was like, what fucking kind of refrigerator? I got my refrigerator on 36 degrees. It should have been set. That shit still hadn't set. When I got my second plate later on that night, it still hadn't set. So I still didn't have the jello. Or maybe it was set and just super wobbly. And I would just, push the jar, the little bowl that it was in to see how much it moved. And it was like, maybe seasick how much it was waving. I was like, that ain't set. That ain't set. So I didn't eat that. I flat out my hair. It ain't gonna last because it's supposed to rain today. It got 16 inches now. Remember I cut my hair down to 1.5 inches, and then I cut it again after the barber cut it. After I did great clips and they cut it, then I cut it again after that. Yeah, so I'm gonna say my hair started about 1 inch 2 years ago. I've been using my main crown hair cream that I sell on my website, and I got 16 inches now in 2 years. The average hair grows 1/2 inch a month. It goes 6 inches a year, and I got me 16 inches, baby. So 5 more inches than on average. I'm at work. Hold on, child. I ain't want to be rude and just cut y'all off like I normally do. So, yeah, that was Thanksgiving. But when I went back for dinner and ate it for dinner, I decided to throw a little bit of water on top of that macaroni. Put it in the microwave, and I got like a baking tray cover, and I covered it up with that. Did I forget to bring water? Speaking of water, I forgot to bring water. So a little baking tray, and I covered it up with that, and it was good. It was good. But it was something, I don't know what was missing out that turkey, because turkey usually make me sleepy when I eat it. I didn't get sleepy at all. I didn't get sleepy at all. But I was I wasn't eating while I was cooking like I normally do. And I didn't eat 2 plates earlier at lunch. Maybe that's it. Maybe it's when I overindulged on how many plates. I knew I had mine. The last of the pumpkin spice lip balm. Yeah, I'm already applying more lip balm, and I just got to work. So all I did was talk. But now I can apply my own. And it is also give you a little shine when I make my I won on the lottery. These Gold Rush doublers. I bought a ticket the other day just because. Won $50. Cashed it in and bought a couple more. And won $35. So, hey, happy Thanksgiving to me, child. I hope y'all had a happy Thanksgiving. I hope y'all was able to enjoy time off, whether you spent it with your family or not, whether you cooked or not. Just enjoy the time off, being away from work. I hope y'all didn't have to go in. If you did have to go in, I hope you had some pleasant people to deal with. I had to go out Thanksgiving because I wanted to put the Jello in the ice trays to make them cubed up like they do at the what the people call the Chinese buffet or the hospital. How they be cubing them up? They just do it with ice trays. That's what I wanted to do. But Walmart was closed on Thanksgiving. Even though their website said it was open, it was closed. You called the phone on the phone and was like, girl, we closed, child. And what else? What else? So luckily, you know what I'm saying? Got a little hat today in case it rain. I don't even wear hats. Nah, I really look like my sister Tony. She always wears some type of hat. I don't know what capsule core is. I hope it ain't no freak sight. This is my daughter's hat. So if it rains, I keep the top of my head dry. Keep my roots dry. And I just have to bump up the ends again because I'm trying to keep it straight for the remainder of the year. But it's already fluffing. It's already fluffing. I forgot what I was talking about. I'm gonna go. Like, comment, share, subscribe. See y'all in the next video.